Hello, welcome to Astronautic for Exploit. This is Dr. Ayeshala Ogunele. Categorization of celestial and space robots, facilitator of human settlement in interplanetary space. The focus points are as follows. Categorization of celestial and space robots. An example of celestial and space robots. Over the years, humans have gazed into space and watched the stars in awe of what lies in space and beyond the planet Earth. Today, based on technological advancement, the use of celestial and space robots for the exploration of the universe, estimated to be about 100 billion light years across and still expanding, has witnessed an increase in proportion. Evolution of artificial intelligence is contributing immensely to the development of space robots and aided humans' ability to explore further the deep space and deeper into the unexplored regions. Celestial and space robots can be categorized as humanoid support robots, planetary rovers, and internal robots. Humanoid robots are built to closely resemble human motion and behavior. The benefit of using humanoid robots in space is that they could be used to build and test Earth's space environments. Planetary rovers are planetary surface exploration devices designed to navigate the rough surface of a planet or other planetary mass. It is usually a mobile robot that scientists send to moons and planets to land on their surfaces and explore them. Rovers can take pictures and collect information about the planet by taking temperature readings, rock and soil samples. Space internal robots are used to automate experiments and research inside the space station. Zimmer was the first internal robot with the capability of artificial intelligence to travel into space for the provision of assistance to the astronauts. Various examples of celestial and space robots are Curiosity rover, Ingenuity helicopter, Mars sample recovery helicopter, Opportunity rover, Zhurong rover, Robonaut, Razor, Spidernaut, Athlete, and a host of others. Categorization of celestial and space robots. Presently, robotics is transforming industries and services on Earth and opening new possibilities for exploration and discovery in space. The role of robotics in space exploration is crucial, as robots can perform tasks that are too dangerous, expensive, and impractical for humans. Robots are also helping humans to extend the reach and duration of human missions by providing support, assistance, and companionship. The Spidernaut, NASA's rocket robot prototype, is shown in this picture. Celestial and space robots can be classified into different forms, such as humanoid support robots, planetary rovers, and internal robots. The picture here shows humans and robots exploring space. Humanoid support robots consist of an electric manipulator arm capable of performing the routine tasks of an astronaut. The Canadian Space Agency designed the first humanoid support robot, which is referred to as Canadarm. The Canadarm manipulator was used for a space shuttle in 2011 and assisted in various maintenance, repair, and assembly activities for the mission. The picture here shows NASA's Factoring Humanoid, which was designed for Mars exploration. In 2011, NASA created its first humanoid robot, known as Robonaut 2. Robonaut 2 was part of an extensive research project in which the robot learned basic medical procedures for future space missions. The picture here shows Pioneer Station design concept of the Robonaut 2. Planetary rovers are designed to move on space surfaces that are difficult for humans to access using their autonomy. They can study different types of rocks, chemicals, and environments. Sojourner was the first rover ever created by NASA scientists, and in 1997 it traveled for the first time to Mars. It was followed by Spirit and Opportunity, Curiosity, and Perseverance. The picture here shows Sojourner rover Experiment automation. They are used to automate experiment and research inside a space station. Zimmer was the first internal robot with artificial intelligence to travel into space. It was sent by SpaceX to the International Space Station with the aim of providing assistance, development, and feedback to the astronauts. The picture here shows Zimmer designed to be an AI assistant for astronauts. Examples of celestial and space robots are Curiosity rover, Ingenuity helicopter, Mars sample recovery rover, Opportunity rover, Zuron rover, Robnaut, Razor, Spidernaut, Athlete, Spheres, Simon robot, Kirobot, Justin robot, and Vader robot. Curiosity rover is a Mars rover exploring Gale crater and Mount Zap on Mars. It was launched on November 26, 2011. The mission goals include an investigation of the Martian climate and geology, assessment of whether the selected field site inside Gale has ever offered environmental conditions favorable for microbial life. Curiosity Mars rover vehicle at the Big Sky site, where its drill collected the mission's fifth test of Mount Zap, is shown in this picture. Ingenuity helicopter is another example of space robots. Ingenuity is an autonomous NASA helicopter that operated on Mars from 2021 to 2024 as part of the Mars 2020 mission. Ingenuity made its first flight on April 19, 2021 and demonstrated that flight is possible in the extremely thin atmosphere of Mars. Ingenuity was designed to be a technology demonstrator to assess whether such a vehicle could fly safely. Illustration of NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter on the Red Planet surface is shown in this picture. Mars sample recovery helicopter are a pair of robotic unmanned helicopters as a means of delivering Martian soil samples from the sample depots made by the Perseverance rover to the location of the sample retrieval lander. Recovering a sample will span over 4 sols, that is Martian Day. The picture here illustrates NASA's solar-powered Mars helicopter. Opportunity rover is another example. It is a robotic rover which was active on Mars from year 2004 until 2018. The scientific objectives of Opportunity rover were to search for and characterize a variety of rocks and soil that hold clues to past water activity, to determine the distribution and composition of minerals, rocks, and soils surrounding the landing sites. An artist's concept of Mars Exploration rover is shown in this picture. Zuron rover is part of the Tianwan mission to Mars and was launched on May 14, 2011. The mission objectives are to study the topography and geology of the local area, to examine the soil and any ice content, to survey the elements, minerals, and rocks, and to perform atmospheric sampling. The picture here shows Zuron rover. Robnaut is another example of space robot. A Robnaut is a humanoid robot. It differs from other current spacefaring robots in the sense that while most current space robotic systems are designed to move large objects, Robnaut's tasks require more dexterity. The core idea behind the Robnaut series is to have a humanoid machine work alongside astronauts. The picture here illustrates 2 Robnaut 2 robots. Razor is another example of space robot. Regolith Advanced Survey System Operations Robot is a lunar robot that was designed to autonomously excavate soil, with a small tank-like chassis with a drum excavator and either side mounted on arms, which can help the robot climb over obstacles that may be in its way. Regolith excavation is designed in future space missions for the purpose of in-situ resource utilization in order to make local commodities such as propellants and breathing air. The picture here shows Regolith Advanced Survey System Operations Robot. Spidernaut is another example of space robot. Spidernaut is an arcade-inspired extravehicular robot that is being designed by NASA for construction, maintenance, and repair projects in future space missions that will be difficult or too dangerous for a human. The Spidernaut's legs can move at 3 different points, one rotary joint in the hip and 2 more joints that are linear actuated. The picture here shows Spidernaut, NASA's arcade robot prototype. Athlete is another example of space robot. It's a 6-legged robotic lunar rover, and it is a testbed for systems and is designed for use on the moon. The project aims to develop a multipurpose system capable of docking or mating with special-purpose devices, including refueling stations. Athlete robot with twitch wheels climbing a hill is shown in this picture. Xenon robot is a head-shaped AI robot used in the International Space Station. The device is an AI-based assistant for astronauts developed by Airbus and IBM. The picture here shows an illustration of Xenon floating with astronauts on board the International Space Station. Kurobo is Japan's first robot astronaut, developed to accompany Koichi Wakata, the first Japanese commander of the International Space Station. It arrived on the International Space Station on August 10, 2013. Kurobo set 2 Guinness World Records after it returned to Japan following an 18-month stay on board the International Space Station. First companion robot in space, and highest altitude for a robot to have a conversation. The picture here shows Kurobo uttering the first words aboard the space station on August 21, 2013. Justin Robot is an autonomous and programmable humanoid robot with 2 arms, which is developed at the Institute of Robotics and Mechatronics. The wireless robot is controllable through telepresence. The main goal in creating Justin was to make new space robots that are not only light in weight but also have multiple senses and be controlled from the Earth. The picture here shows Justin Mobile Robotics System. Veda Robot, which is known as Final Experimental Demonstration Object Research, is a Russian humanoid robot that replicates movement of a remote operator and can perform some actions autonomously. The humanoid robots weigh about 233 pounds. The picture here shows Russian Phaeton robot designed to replicate human astronauts' movements. For more information, contact Astronaut for Exploit. You've been watching and listening to Categorization of Celestial and Space Robots, Facilitator of Human Settlement in Interplanetary Space, presented by Dr. Ayenshola Ogunele, with the focus points Categorization of Celestial and Space Robots, an example of Celestial and Space Robots. Thank you.